But let me just say this to you. I need you to know that we are still requesting all members of the Manning Report listening audience and members of the 2012 elect movement to be responsible for informing America about this historic trial of the millennium, the trial that will be held here in New York on the 14th of May, bringing to justice finally the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, the CIA, and Columbia University, who we will unequivocally prove and demonstrate and document that the Columbia University and Obama entered into a felonious conspiratorial agreement and committed several felony acts in the handing out of a diploma to him to which he did not earn the traditional or non-traditional structure or standards, no matter how varied the Columbia college programs have been. He was not enrolled in any of them in a traditional or non-traditional way, but indeed it was a conspiracy that was concocted by the CIA to get Obama into Afghanistan to aid in the build-up of arms, logistics, and money when the Mujahideens were facing down the Soviet invasion that took place in 1979. Obama did not get there to 1981. We're going to demonstrate that in court. It's going to happen on the 14th of May right here in Harlem, New York, now known as Atla, where Columbia University is taking place. It will take place, the trial will take place 7 blocks away from the scene of the crime. This is the hand of God. This is the hand of God, my brothers and my sisters. The trial will take place only 7 blocks away from the scene of the crime. Our church, which will serve as the courtroom, is only 7 blocks away from Columbia University in the community formerly known as Harlem, now known as Atla. The trial will be the official of the trial will be me, James David Manning. Now there will be other legal bar people who have been admitted to the bar and other legal people that will preside over the trial. But the chief official and chief organizer will be me, James David Manning, a black pastor, and I've been so for 30 years, 28 years as a pastor, 30 years as an ordained minister. My ordination has been recognized by the National Baptist Convention USA Incorporated and by the American Baptist USA Incorporated. And I completed my theological studies at the world famous, prestigious Union Theological Seminary right here in New York City that has a conjunction program with Columbia University. Indeed, my student identification is with Columbia University, inasmuch as I graduated with a master's degree in 1985 from Union Theological Seminary. Now, I'm asking every member and listener of the Manning Report to be responsible for going to our website. There's a flyer there that has a picture of a Taliban on it, and it describes and details the events of the trial, the date, and it is encouraging people to come to New York from all over the world, to be a part of this historical event, the trial of the millennium. I also want to say this to you, that we're asking each person, listener, friend, and patron to be responsible over the next days that are allowed before the gavel falls to distribute at least 1,000 of these flyers. We're asking you to do your patriotic duty to get 1,000 of these flyers handed out across America, yea, even across the world. You can hand them out and translate them into other languages. We have had them translated into the Russian language. The person in Moscow wanted that done. We've done that for them. I'm going to be, and a little bit later on in this broadcast, reading a article that was written by the Greek Gazette, a Greek newspaper that has written about this article. We're going to be reading that a little bit later on. We are asking that these flyers will be handed out internationally, not just nationally. We're asking you to do that, and that every member would be responsible. All you have to do is go to our website. Now, we need you to do that for this reason. The mainstream media, I call them the dunghead media, have now become the state-run media. And they only report the news that the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama approves, or his minions. And so it is their intent and they're going to find some solace and comfort thinking that if they don't report this trial, we won't be able to publicize it. Therefore, it will fail because nobody will come, because no one will know. They won't touch this. Now, they already know about it. They've discussed it in the boardrooms. Robert Gibbs already knows about this trial. However, it is their intent to smother it, cover it. Do not let any facet of the dunghead mainstream state-run media talk about it. Therefore, nobody will know about it. Hence, you and I have to step up to the plate now. We are getting already international press. I'm going to read an article in just a moment that was written yesterday in the Greek Gazette, in a Greek newspaper, talking about the trial. Newspapers and also flyers are being handed out in Moscow, in Russia. We're getting international press. I will shortly spend several days calling the international press from around the world, inviting them and giving them special seating and special privileges when the trial is enjoined. But I need you to do your part. I need you to make sure that you do your part in handing out 1,000 of these flyers over the next few days until the gavel falls. How are you going to do that? Here's how you do it. You go to our website at outlaw.org and you will see the flyer there. Download it, print it out. You can print it in color or print it in black and white. We had the woman called just a moment ago, the faithful patriot, who stated she not only had it printed in color, but she had it printed on forensic paper, fluorescent paper rather, so it would even get a much more glow when people see it. I'm asking you to make your commitment. Do not let the media control this trial. The media has been controlling our lives for too long now. The media controlled the vote that put Obama, Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, in office. They want now to control the power of this trial. You're going to stop that by standing up and making sure that you do your part. If we can get each member of the 2012 elect movement and each member of the Manning Report audience to hand out 1,000 of these flyers, we will cover the earth with the news about this trial and event. And having said that now, make sure you tell everyone who wants to be a part of the greatest historical event in America since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. If you want to be a part of the historical event and the trial of the millennium, get your life together and be here in New York on the 14th of May when the gavel does fall. This will be an unprecedented historical event. But it will not be so if you do not do your part in handing out those flyers. You must do your part. You cannot forbear. You must do your part. You cannot leave it to someone else to hand out the flyers. If each member hands out 1,000 flyers over the days that we have left, then we will have flyers handed out all over the planet, and we will have a successful prosecution and conviction that is long overdue for Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama. I am James David Manning, counting down the days until the gavel falls. Please, please do your part. Outlaw. That's what God said. That's what God said.